Hello, I'm Cher, and this is Diary of a Pen Nerd. So today I wanted to try something a little bit fun and kind of just throw around and play. This is a different way to play with your fountain pen inks, I guess, but it's a way that I have never tried before. I've seen and I've heard about other people mixing their fountain pen inks together to get brand new colors. And I've seen Julia here talk about it a little bit in some of her videos, and I've also seen, I'm pretty sure her name is Elise Myers, talk about it in some of her like currently inked videos about mixes that she's made. And so I thought, that sounds like fun. I've got inks and I am going to mix some of them together to see what we can make today, just as a way to have a little bit of fun. So one of the first mixes actually that I ever saw was on Pinterest. Julia here has a lovely Pinterest full of swatches. Well, I came across one of her swatches. Maybe I'll put it up if I remember. But it was of Birmingham Pen Company's Teaberry Ice Rink. And I fell in love with that ink color, and I went to find it only to discover it was a mix she had made. And not only was it a mix she had made, but one of the inks that she used, Teaberry Ice Cream, is not currently available, so I can't recreate it. But that is kind of what sent me down this whole rabbit hole. And actually, I'm going to try and maybe make a similar color. Maybe, we'll see. My first two inks that I want to mix together today are Diamine Cozy Up and Monteverde Malibu Blue. So it's a pink and a blue, so guess what it's gonna make? Purple! So as for like mixing supplies, I've got like a paint over here. You can't see, it's out of frame. I have a paintbrush, an eyedropper, a glass of water for rinsing, and then I have these little vials that you get in big packs from the Dollar Tree that I use for giving out ink samples sometimes, but I have a few left over, and that's what we're going to be mixing these inks into today, these little wells. So yeah, we can just get right into it. I don't know that there's really a science to this, other than just, I guess, mixing them together. So I have had a pretty exciting new year thus far. I don't know how much blue I want. Probably, maybe about that much, right? And then we'll start with about the same, that much pink. But yeah, one of my goals for the new year, if you didn't watch that video, it's a couple weeks ago now. One of my goals is for 2025, I said, is my year of exploration. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean all new things. It can be creating new things like we're doing right now. So already I am meeting my goals for 2025. Can you believe it? Maybe a little bit more pink. Okay. Rinse that out. The other idea I had was to mix Diamine Cozy Up with Diamine One More Sleep, or maybe Noodler's 54th Massachusetts, or maybe even Private Reserve. I was just thinking, this is my pinkish ink, my only one. What blues do I have to mix it with? And maybe I will get around to mixing it with every blue in my collection. That's what I was thinking. And then I just have this piece of Tomoe River for swatching to see. So let's mix her up and we'll do just like a little... Oh, that's dark. Look at that. That's pretty. It's so purple. Wow. Okay. It's a little bit darker than I was expecting. Look at that. That's pretty. Okay, I think I want to leave that one right where it is. I'll let it dry. Look at that. Okay. First one is already an astounding success, if I may say. The only thing about these little jars is that they can sometimes be hard to fill a pen from because they're wide and flat as opposed to like a sample jar that you get, which is a little bit more narrow. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm definitely going to put this in a pen. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I'm obsessed. I'll label it. This is here, the paper's too long, it makes it awkward. Oh. Okay, I'm excited to put this one in a pen. Look at that. Yay! Rinse that off. Oh, it's our paintbrush out. And then we will move on to the next one. So for my next two inks, I have Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber, which I think is actually a bottle of Oyster Hour. And then I have Dominant Industries Arizona Sky Crimson, which I love. Steeped Umber / Oyster Hour is a little too light for me to for it to be like a really usable ink in my collection, which I don't like. I've had this bottle for 2 years now, and as you can see, I haven't made like very much progress at all in it, which makes me a little sad. I like to feel that I'm, you know, giving my pen or my inks good use, but Arizona Sky Crimson I really like, so I'm interested to see how mixing these two together, like you can see this one I've had for 1 year and the bottles are vastly different, but look at that, I've made so much more progress there. So we're going to mix these together and I'm interested to see what this comes up with. Yeah, I kind of knew that Cozy Up and Malibu Blue would make a purple, but here we are. So we'll start with Arizona Sky Crimson. I wonder if to start, I don't want to do as much of this one. And I want to do more of the lighter color, probably, yeah. So I'll just do like a little bit of the crimson, and we'll let Oyster Hour be like the main color. We just kind of want to maybe darken it up a little bit to get it to be more usable for me. It's just too light. I did last semester have it in my Kaweco Mellow Blue fountain pen in a medium nib, and I did a lot of cursive writing in my bullet journal with it, but that was the most I've ever used this ink. I really truly I don't know, it's too light. It's not a favorite of mine. I wonder how I would actually like steeped umber. But yeah, that back. Well, I guess we didn't need to put it all the way away if we might still be using it. Give it a good mix. I'm hopeful for this. Okay. You ready? Ready for the swatch? I am in frame, okay. Okay. I like that. Kind of like a rusty color. Oh. Let's do a little writing sample. Okay, this is definitely something I could use. I like this. Let's try to get a little closer to the camera. Yeah. Okay. We'll write the names of the ink. Is it industries or industry? It is just industry. Okay, that's fun. So we've made kind of like a rust color. All right, on to the next. So for my next two, I have ideas to do some shimmer ink. So I wanted to mix together Ferris Press Brilliant Beanstalk and Sailor Yurameku Amamoyoi to try and get the like shimmer of the beanstalk and then also like the deeper green and with the different chromo shading of Amamoyoi. So I'm excited to see how this one comes out. If it's gonna come out in my head the way that I want it to, or if it's gonna come out on paper the way I want it to or feel like it should in my head. So we'll get that all mixed up. I didn't even get our little vial ready. Oh, I'm really dropping the ball. So both of these are inks that I love and use on their own. I'm just experimenting with mixing them together. I don't want as much of the beanstalk as I do of Amamoyoi because I feel like the beanstalk will potentially like be more powerful and overrule Amamoyoi. Alright, then we'll get this one out. I love this ink and I really want to try other ones that are kind of chroma shading like this. Okay, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I'm excited to see how this one comes out. Oh, I always forget to rinse my paintbrush out and take it out of the water. Get it kind of mixed up in there. And give it a swatch. Ooh, this is mostly Amamoyoi, which is good. But it's got the green and it's got the shimmer. Okay. I feel like this one we actually could have gone with a little bit more of the Brilliant Beanstalk. I'm not getting as much of that. But I like the shimmer in it. No, I'm seeing it a little bit more now that I'm holding it up closer to my face. Not from behind my tripod. All right. So there is that one. That's exciting. I actually might go through and put more of the Brilliant Beanstalk in there because I want it to be a little bit more green. Or maybe I'll put Peter Moss, Ferris Wheel Press Peter Moss in there because that one is darker green. To try and experiment around a little bit there. But yeah, I like this one. This has been so successful for me already. All hits, no misses thus far. So now we can go into the last one that I have planned. So that would be Ferris Wheel Press Blushing Mushroom and J. Arbonne Poussière de Lune. So I want to try and get the shimmer from Blushing Mushroom, but a little bit of a darker purple and just more purple, because I feel like sometimes blushing mushroom, the ink leans too much gray, which I like. I really do like blushing mushroom, but I'm hoping that I can get it to be more purple. I think that'll be fun. So I'll kind of mix that up. I think in my previous uses of blushing mushroom, I've used too much glitter, so now I don't have as much glitter left in my bottle, but that's okay. So I think we want a little bit more blushing mushroom and a little bit less Poussière de Lune, because the Poussière de Lune is darker. There we are. Where'd I put my paintbrush? Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Oh, it's like hiding behind my brush pen, so I couldn't see it. That's really funny, actually. Yeah, there is blushing mushroom, and then we'll put in Poussière de Lune. Which I love purple, but aside from these two bottles, these are the only purple inks that I own, and I only have one purple sample, but I did buy some purple inks to play around with, so stay tuned for that video. Can't promise how soon it will be, but sometime. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. I might need a little bit more Poussière de Lune. We'll see. Mix that all up. Oh, this is like all Poussière de Lune, I feel. Oh, you got the shimmer in there. And it's a little bit more, a little bit lighter. I like this, I just don't know that it's if it's very different than what I started out with. No, I like this. I see the shimmer in it. Yeah. Oh, spelling this is gonna be a nightmare. I can't spell, guys. Never took me to the spelling bee. I got out on the word zucchini in my class spelling bee. True story. But who on earth knows how to spell zucchini? Thing was rigged because the guy next to me got the word Apollo. There's no way those two words are on the same level. Okay. You couldn't see, but I was reading it off the bottle that entire time. Alright, so those are all of the combinations that I had kind of planned out to do in this video. Actually, the more I'm looking at this, I wasn't exactly like showstoppered when we first laid the swatch down, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I like this last one, the purple one. Like, that's really pretty. Look at the big swatch. That's really pretty. And then I also like this one more now too. I like all of these. This was fun. Oh, there we go. Now you can see them all. This is fun. Yeah, I just wanted to have a good time mixing up some inks and playing around. Here's my four, oh goodness, my 4 little vials as I drop them all. I'll label them and whatever so that I don't get them mixed up. But I was just having some fun playing around with the inks, doing some exploration, having a fun time, finding a new way to enjoy my inks and to maybe find a, like the Steeped Ember / Oyster Hour, a way to enjoy inks that I don't much enjoy otherwise. So this is pretty fun and exciting. I think I'll do more of this. But that is all that I have for you today. Be sure to let me know down below what combination you liked. Have you ever mixed inks? What were your thoughts and processes as you did that? I would love to hear more. And yeah, and if you liked it and you want to stick around, you can hit that subscribe button, and I will have the next chapter of my story out shortly. Bye for now. Love, share.